I'm gonna try this again, and I'm just gonna try not to look at the camera. So sorry you get this angle where I'm like looking into the great beyond, pondering life, but this is the best I can do, because like if I just look at the camera while I'm driving, then I get distracted and I can't think because I'm like, so anyway, I did want to address one thing. I don't know how to phrase this, but oh, look at these burnt trees. What is this? I guess, okay, yeah, there was a fire in California, but they're like topless, what are those called? Pine trees? No. What is the name of that? Palm trees. Topless palm trees. Okay, so back to reality. So one thing I wanted to talk about is the question, are you afraid to go to South America for 5 months? And I will add, I have added 2 new destinations to my trip. I'm going to Ireland and England before coming home. I'm going there for like 2 weeks. I'll split it up somewhere in between and take a train between from Ireland to England. Someone must be thinking about me. My nose is itching. And so anyway, just kind of to document this, because I'm probably going to forget once I get down there to South America, and I'll be like, well, yeah, no, I was so excited for this trip. I'm terrified. I'm scared. Especially because people keep telling me that I'm going to get kidnapped and that I'm going into dangerous countries and I'm going by myself and I'm a girl and it's 5 months and I don't have a cell phone, and I know, and I'm scared. So I've kind of stopped telling people about my trip because everyone keeps freaking me out. So yeah, I'm already apprehensive before anyone has said anything. And the question, am I scared? Yes. I'm so scared. Not scared enough to not go. Like, it's something I've wanted to do for a long time. Ever since I lived in Chile for 1.5 years, I've wanted to go back and I wanted to explore South America and live down there. Whoa, speeding car behind me. Woo! I've wanted to do this for a long time. I just never really looked at it as an option. Like, I never thought it would like actually happen. And I guess we can segue with that into why did I decide to go? I do want to talk about that. So I'll tell you why I decided to go, how this came about in a second. But to finish that up, yeah, I'm really scared. Like, this is not something that's like easy for me. I'm not like taking it like, oh, whatever, I'll be fine. I know there's risks associated with it. I'm just hoping that I'll be smart about it, and I'm gonna like prepare the best that I can, like registering with the embassy or consulate. I don't know what they really call it, but the American government, wherever I'll be, I'm like registering my trip itinerary with them, and so they'll know where I'll be at what time, and if there's any alerts for any of the countries that I'll be in, I'm gonna get an email, and then they have my emergency contact information for the US and stuff like that. So I've prepared the best that I can. I don't want a cell phone. I could get one, but I want to see what it's like to live off the grid, as they say, and just not be in touch on a phone. And when I was in Chile, I learned how to use like payphones. I guess I knew how to use payphones, but like that was, if we ran out of minutes on our phone, the phone went dead. Like, you couldn't go over your minutes, and so we had to use a payphone. So I got used to doing that. Did I hit pause? No, I'm good. So I feel like I can use a payphone, I can use Skype, I know how to use internet cafes, at least in Chile. I'm expecting that other countries are going to be like Chile. I don't know if they will. If they have internet cafes, I'm guessing. I don't know. We'll find out. So, yeah, I'm scared. I'm excited, anxious, nervous, but I'm happy to go. Like, I think it's going to be a great adventure, and I'm a little nervous, so that's why I'm not even telling a lot of people about it, because I'm a little freaked out, and I don't like it when they say scary things, because I'm like, yeah, I already know the risks. I'm scared. Okay, enough about this. So let's go back over here where we were earlier when I was saying, how did I decide to go on this trip? So, I was talking about this with a friend earlier, and I was saying how there's 3 things that happened kind of in succession that helped me to actually decide this is what I wanted to do, and that I was going to actually do it. First, I should explain that I work in a company that goes around the tennis tournaments of the world. So like the French Open, Wimbledon, US Open, Australian Open. Well, not really, Australian isn't that big, but for us, sorry, if you are an an Australian tennis fan, but our big tennis season is from like March through the end of September, and I have the potential to leave from September until the following March. And I did last year. Last year I went back to Utah, where all of my friends are. That's where I went to college. I went to Brigham Young University. Loved it. And it's raining. So I went back to Utah, and then I came back to Arizona for work. I came back in May. I didn't think I was coming back, but then at last minute it worked out, and I was like, okay, I'll go back. Came back, saved up a bunch of money, lived on a $20 a week grocery budget and a $20 a week fun budget, and literally that is all that I spent for all of June, July, August, and September. So the rest of the money, besides rent and gas, I saved. And so I'm getting to the point where I decided to make this trip. I didn't figure this, like, that I wanted to do this until mid-July. So the first thing that happened is I met this guy who I thought he was super cool. He was older than me, and usually I tend to go for the younger guys. Don't know why. I'm a cougar, I suppose, is the real answer. But this guy was older, and he had kids, and I was like, wow, like, that would be a really different lifestyle if I dated this guy. Like, I feel like I would, like, grow up really fast, and I don't know, it just seemed, like, different than what I'd been used to. And so I was just, like, pondering life, you know, being introspective, and I was thinking, like, okay, if I did start dating him and I got into that routine, like, I had met his family, I met one of his kids, and I thought, okay, could I jump into this? Is there anything that I would regret before, like, if I dated this older guy? And the only thing, like, I felt completely fine. I felt like I had no regrets. Like, I felt like I was up to par with him. I was, like, equal to him. Like, I didn't feel like a little kid or anything, even though he's like 12 years older than me. But it didn't bother me. But the only thing that I, like, had this little tinge of, like, I wish I had done was I wish that I had gone to South America, because I'd always thought that'd be awesome. I served a mission for the LDS Church, the Mormons, as we're sometimes called, from 2007 to 2009. And when I was down there, I was in Chile. I learned Spanish. I came back to BYU in 2009, and I studied Latin American studies, so I did Spanish and Portuguese and everything to do with geography, culture, history, language. I loved the language classes, and I chose to study Portuguese because I thought it'd be awesome to learn a third language. Anyway, so all this time I was just like, you know, it'd be so cool to go back and live there. I don't want to live there permanently, because there's some things about America that I don't think I can live without, like my family, I'm really close to them. It would bother me to only see them every year or 2 years or 5 years, depending on how much money we had, if I married somebody from South America or if I lived there myself, I don't know. So I dated a Brazilian, so I did have to think about these things at one point. Tangent, pull it back together. So I always wanted to go to South America. Like, I thought it'd be cool to do, like, volunteer down there or something. And so when I was contemplating dating this guy who was already settled and already had everything, like, he'd gone through a lot of stuff that I never had. Like, he's had kids, he's been married before, and I was just like, do I feel like I have done everything, like, that I wanted to do as a young person? I don't know how to explain this very well. Anyway, I just felt like the only thing that I regretted was not having done this trip. So that was thing one. Thing two was that I went to visit a friend in Utah. I went to a friend's wedding, and I stayed with my old roommate, Brittany, and we were talking about, like, if we would want to move somewhere together, because she was like, I'm kind of tired of Utah, and I was like, yeah, I can do whatever, because my job ends in September, and I don't know what I'm going to do. So we talked about things, and she's like, why don't we go big or go home, and, like, move somewhere we really want to move to. And so I started thinking about it, and I was like, where do I want to move to? Where would I go if I could go anywhere? And the thought came again, I want to go to South America. Like, this is the only time in my life, probably, I'm guessing, unless it could be the rest of my life, I don't know. But right now, I'm in a point of my life where I can do whatever I want. I don't have to worry about anything besides, like, finances. I've taken care of that. My $40 budget a week has literally taught me to live very frugally and helped me to save a lot of money. And I just thought, you know, if I could go big or go home, do anything I wanted to do, it would be to live in South America. So that was the second thing that made me really feel like this is what I want to do. And the third thing, okay, I got them out of order. That was actually number 3. That was the convincing point. After that, I bought my ticket. The second thing was I was talking to this friend, my friend Claire, who's one of my BFFs, seriously best friend forever, forever, forever. And she said, she was like looking at a humanitarian project for going to Thailand. And she asked me if I'd be interested, and I was like, I don't know. I don't have a connection to Thailand, but I really do want to go do something. Like, I think hers was like 4. Ooh, I'm running out of gas. I know, there's no gas station around here. Crap. I really hope I don't run out of gas. Okay, nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. So, back on that. So she asked me about that, and I was like, yeah, I really want to. It fell through because there weren't enough spots to the place that we were thinking of going. They only had a different country, which we weren't interested in going to. And so, but then that was the second one. And then the third one was Brittany, when she was like, let's go big or go home. And I was like, I want to go to South America. And she was just like, yeah, let's do it. But it ended up not working out with her, but it propelled me forward. And so I decided that I was going to do it. I was going to go to South America, live down there, and then I eventually purchased my flights. So it was those 3 things. Well, there's like 5 things. 1, my job gave me 6 months off if I wanted it. 2, saved money, kept myself on a $20 grocery, $20 fun budget per week, which is so hard to limit yourself to that. Plus, on top of those expenses, I just did whatever gas money and whatever rent and utilities I had to pay. Those are my obligations, so I paid those. I saved the rest of my money, and I was able to, and I'm still paying off the stuff before I go. I have another month of work, so I'm not like out of the clear of my flights, because it is like $3,000. So I'm saving up money, paying off my debt, and I'm going to South America for 6 months, and I'm hoping to live on a frugal budget there so that I can not starve while I'm gone. So anyway, those are my feelings, and yes, I'm scared to go. I'm nervous and excited. Oh, there was an exit. I probably need to look up where I'm at so I can get gas, because I'm running low. Actually, the light's on, so I'm at empty basically. So peace out. Yeah, my feelings, I'm excited, nervous. This is how I decided to go, is that those few things like fell into place. It's what I've always wanted to do. Is the last thing that I want to do on like my become who I am, like become who I want to be in my mid to late 20s. I'm 27, and I just feel like this is where I'm at right now. This is what I want to do. It's a passion of mine. Like, it's something I feel really strongly drawn towards. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing it. Love y'all. Peace out.